What's happening, everybody? Hello and welcome back to Total Blast, where we discuss about everything Marvel and the MCU. Daredevil is highly anticipated to appear in the new She-Hulk series on Disney Plus any day from now, and the series show creator promised a much lighter take on Daredevil, unlike the action-oriented Matt Murdock. I really can't wait to see Daredevil in this form. While Spider-Man No Way Home only saw Matt Murdock cameo in a civilian form, we'll finally see him suit up as Daredevil again in She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Now, the question is, what exactly could Daredevil even been doing in the She-Hulk show? What role could his cameo serve in the overall story? This is what we'll be talking about today. If this is your first time, please subscribe and enable the notification bell so you don't miss out on subsequent videos. Remember in She-Hulk episode 3, when we saw Jen speak to the audience, she mentioned that the show isn't built upon cameos, and she said it wasn't going to be a cameo per episode. She stated how there was Bruce in episode 1, Emil Blonsky in episode 2, and Wong in episode 3, and then she looked confused as she contradicted what she just said. I think this could mean otherwise. She could be trying to say that we'll be getting another cameo in another episode. The next cameo would probably be Daredevil. Well, apparently, a Daredevil villain has been attached to appear on the show for quite a while now, and it wasn't just until recently that the facts were confirmed. Now, it will likely be through this Daredevil adversary that both Matt Murdock and Jennifer Walters will first make each other's acquaintances. So, let's find out the connection. Now, in a recent interview during the premiere of She-Hulk, actor Brendan Starling revealed that his character for Eugene Patilio is going to be donning on the title of Marvel's villain Leapfrog instead of the Marvel hero Frogman during his appearance in the She-Hulk series. This is quite weird because Eugene Patilio's character has only primarily gone through Frogman in the comics. In the comics, Leapfrog is a villain that makes use of powered leaping coils that allow him jump in high distances. He eventually adapted the name Leapfrog and started a life of villainy, only to end up failing. His son, Eugene Patilio, ended up using the leaping coils and turned it into the Frogman suit. Despite turning into a villain, Leapfrog was not the most dangerous opponent that any hero could run into. He wasn't someone who was totally evil and was willing enough to kill anyone. Now, after bouncing away from Daredevil on a successful jewel heist, he decided to try his luck as a bank robber. While the initial robbery went as planned, Daredevil tracked him down and was able to subdue Leapfrog after a short battle, according to the comics in Daredevil number 25. Foggy Nelson, Matt Murdock's law partner, ended up defending Vincent Patilio in court in Daredevil issue 26. What happens in this courtroom is this issue could very well be the inspiration for the reason Matt Murdock and Jennifer Walters will first meet in the MCU courtroom, as Matt Murdock will be defending Leapfrog instead of his partner. In the courtroom, Vincent claimed he had never before seen the Leapfrog suit or boot. When the boots were introduced as evidence, Vincent was asked to see if they fit. Of course, they did, and Vincent used them to hastily bounce out of the courtroom windows. After the escape, Slipman and Leapfrog would then go on to continue his criminal career, fighting both Iron Man and his original adversary Daredevil, before he retired and started a family and was ashamed of his super embarrassing past as a useless criminal. Now, Vincent's son Eugene would later take up his father's Leapfrog costume and redeem the Patilio family name as the hero Frogman. Now, given the fact that She-Hulk appears to be introducing the character of Eugene Patilio as Leapfrog straight out of the gates, it kind of proves that they don't want to dwell more on the character, probably just a one-off. Leaving out Frogman's story clearly means that they don't want to tell the origin story, just like Tatiana's appearance in the first episode. I have a feeling that at some point in the show, something is going to happen where Eugene, as Leapfrog, will be arrested at a crime scene for a crime he may not or may have committed, leading to Leapfrog getting a visit from Matt Murdock. I mean, that would be how he will end up defending him, just like Matt Murdock showed up for Peter Parker in Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, Matt would want to serve as Eugene's defense attorney, while Jennifer Walters serves as Eugene's prosecutor. Remember, she's the head of the Superhuman Law Division. This will force the two Marvel heroes to go head-in-head in a court of law. Now, things may not go in Leapfrog's way, and they might use the Leapfrog brute brought in as evidence and leap through the windows, then choosing a green sport car as his Frogmobile as a getaway vehicle. The green car we saw in She-Hulk trailer. Matt Murdock and Jennifer Walters will now be forced to chase Eugene down to keep him from evading justice. Now, this is how I believe Daredevil will connect to She-Hulk in this series. Considering the history between Leapfrog and Daredevil, Leapfrog is the closest character to introducing Daredevil to She-Hulk. Now, the She-Hulk creators said that we're going to be getting the lighter side of the Daredevil character. Daredevil has gotten his own fair share of villains, like the Kingpin, Bullseye, Mr. Fear, and to mention a few. Now that we've mentioned Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, was a Daredevil primary villain, crashing across numerous storylines. I think Kingpin will also make an appearance in She-Hulk. Now, if you remember in She-Hulk episode 3, the scene where the wrecking crew attacked Jennifer and she defeated them, they actually wanted to get a sample of her blood, but they couldn't because of her thick skin. They talked about their boss being angry about their failures. This means that someone sent them. This boss could probably be Kingpin. Kingpin is a notorious street-level villain who is well known for recruiting miscreants to do his dirty work. Now, if Kingpin is the boss, it will also be a fantastic setup for what Daredevil will be doing in She-Hulk. Kingpin and Daredevil are sworn enemies. Anyways, I honestly can't wait for Daredevil's appearance in She-Hulk. Since we're getting a lighter side of him, will he go after Kingpin? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. What are your thoughts about Daredevil's appearance in She-Hulk? What do you think he will be doing in She-Hulk? Please, don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out on any of our latest Marvel news. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope to see you in the next one.